Life after 50 is like a new chapter in a book, not an ending, but a chance to rewrite the story of who you are. Do you remember the last time your heart raced with excitement for something? The kind of passion that once kept you awake at night, dreaming of possibilities? Over the years, careers, family, and responsibilities often push those dreams into the background. Today, let's dust off those old memories. Let's start with a simple question. What made you feel truly alive in your youth? Was it the thrill of painting landscapes with bold brushstrokes? Or the joy of strumming a guitar, even if your fingers fumbled the chords? Take Martha, a retired math teacher from Texas. After decades of grading papers, she stumbled upon a box of sketches she'd made in college. "I cried when I saw them," she admits. "I'd buried my dream of becoming an artist, until now." At 67, Martha enrolled in an online art class. Today, her vibrant canvases hang in local galleries. Passion never fades. It waits patiently for you to rediscover it. Try this. Spend an afternoon revisiting your past, that dusty vinyl record collection, the poetry journal tucked in your attic, or the old camera you once loved. These artifacts hold clues to the younger, bolder version of yourself. And if you think, "But I'm too old to start over," remember Julia Child, who published her first cookbook at 50 and became an American icon. Age isn't a barrier. It's permission to be fearless. In the next chapter, we'll explore how curiosity can reignite your spark, because sometimes your greatest passion lies where you least expect it. Suppose you've searched your past but found no spark. Don't worry. This is your invitation to experiment. Life after 50 is like boarding a train with no fixed destination. You don't need a map, just the courage to embrace detours. Meet John, a retired engineer from Ohio. For 40 years, his world revolved around blueprints and equations. Then, one evening, he stumbled upon a YouTube video about astronomy. "It mesmerized me," John recalls. "I never thought I'd care about distant galaxies." Now, he spends hours studying the cosmos and stargazing with his local astronomy club. The magic of this chapter? Freedom. You're no longer shackled by societal expectations or the grind of climbing career ladders. This is your time to try the ridiculous. Take a flamenco class, join a pottery workshop, or finally write that mystery novel. Take Susan, a grandmother from Florida. "I always thought I couldn't sing," she says. "At 60, I joined a vocal class. Now I'm the star of our community cafe's open mic nights." The secret? Release the pressure to be perfect. Start small. Sign up for a free online course. Attend a local lecture, or simply wander the library and pick a book you'd never normally read. And here's the truth. Passion doesn't have to be grand. It might bloom in baking cookies for your neighbors, or teaching your grandchild how to plant roses. In our final chapter, we'll discover how to turn passion into purpose, creating a legacy that outlives us. When passion finds you, a new question arises. How can this matter beyond my own joy? This is the moment magic happens, when a personal hobby becomes a bridge to connect, inspire, and leave footprints for those who follow. Consider Barbara from California. After losing her husband, grief left her adrift. One day, she brought her mother's antique sewing machine to a community center. "I started teaching kids to mend clothes," she says. "Their laughter as they sewed their first pillowcase, that's what gets me out of bed now." You don't need fame or fortune to make a difference. Your legacy might be hosting free cooking classes for aspiring chefs, blogging about organic gardening tips, volunteering as a museum tour guide. Take Robert, a 72-year-old history buff. He turned his knowledge into lively talks about his town's past at the local library. "I want young people to see history as human stories, not just dates," he says. And here's the beautiful truth. Purpose doesn't have to be loud. It could be quietly writing family stories in a journal, a gift your grandchildren will treasure. If you're still wondering, where do I begin? Remember the words of Seneca: life is long if you know how to use it. 50 isn't an expiration date. It's a second chance to live with the wisdom only time can teach. Thank you for joining this journey. Share your story with #Aging Gracefully, because each of us is authoring a living masterpiece, and the world can't wait to read your next chapter.